All right, let me start. Well, I was going to tell you some stories, and it's kind of interesting. When I was a little kid, the village where I lived in, there was lots of farmers living there. They were all next door, one after the other. It was kind of like in the olden days, it was kind of a fortification as they, lived next to each other. And but the street I lived on was a dirt street, so there was no asphalt there. And the farmers, they didn't have tractors, they had horses. I mean, really. And we had a huge garden, would grow all our vegetables and potatoes and stuff. And I was assigned to collect the horse apples when the horses went past.
Oh, tell me what
so
it
we
is.
could fertilize.
The horse, not apples, I don't know. But the horse drops at the other end, Olga was assigned to pick up.
Yeah, I would take the shovel, horse pick it up.
Makes good fertilizer.
Horse poop collector.
Perfect fertilizer.
That was your job as a little kid?
Was my job. Yeah.
Alright.
Hey.
Alright, Maggie, your job is collecting horse poop now. For your garden in the backyard.
And the only cars,
You have a garden?
there was a company that had trucks. That's the only cars there were. And maybe the doctor had a Mercedes, I remember that. The doctor that lived around the corner, the other Mercedes. Everyone else just walked or had a bicycle. And if we needed anything, we would borrow a big cart, and there was a string on it, and we would pull with we had 4 wheels, not as big as the horses drew, but kind of a medium. We would go and pick up, wood to build something. Yeah. But after, that's I want to tell this. After I graduated, the first I got a driver's license, but I bought a scooter, a book scooter, an Austrian scooter. It's like a little motorcycle. And so I would park it inside the fence. There was room there, so I parked it inside the fence. And the owner didn't like it, so he took me to court. I had to appear in court and say, because apparently it was illegal to do that. And he fined me $20, I think, to park the scooter inside the fence. From then on, I had it parked outside in the street.
He wouldn't have told you you need to park out on the street.
No, I didn't tell
He was a
him.
nice
He just
neighbor, I guess.
sued me.
Wow.
Was the owner of your house, right?
Yeah.
The owner of your house?
And that's when I started disliking the place.
You're like,
That's when I decided, maybe I don't want to stay here.
how old were you? About 19?
Oh, like 20,
Oh,
21 probably.
wow. Oh.
But the motor scooter in the middle of winter would drive on the snowy roads. I never worried about crashing. Yeah,
You wish you had wheels, you just went.
You're 20, right?
I know, you're indestructible.
What's equivalent to $20
$20 back then was what? That's a lot of money back.
It wasn't that much, but it was just,
Oh, well, he
the
just asked what the equivalent was.
judge, he didn't even take it serious.
Well, that's a dumb owner.
I
I don't understand, so
He
like,
just wanted to annoy me.
okay.
Gold neighbors.
Yeah.
Let you know who was boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably wasn't 20, no, but I mean, he just
It
has.
wasn't even that much,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
Well, 20 is
Probably
not
was
bad.
20 shillings, 10 ice creams.
10 ice creams.
There you go.
That's how kids relate. 10 ice creams. Yeah.
Yeah, as a young kid, 10, 12 years old, our neighbor, he had a little orchard there across the street, and he always hired me to pick the cherries, the apricots, and the apples. So that's how I earned my money. And he always watched that I wouldn't eat too much fruit.
Serious?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I sit there and watch you.
So what would you get, like a penny a you don't
Oh,
remember?
very little. I mean, I would pick cherries for an hour and that was enough to buy an ice cream.
Oh, that's true.
But hey,
You,
I didn't mind. It had something to do and I could eat cherries.
you could get an ice cream.
Yeah.
Mm. Wow.
But so, so I had the scooter and then I had decided I'm gonna just, I saw the advertisement for Australia in the paper.
Well, what did the advertisement promise?
Yeah, what
It
was
said-
it?
Let me see what it said, the land of sunshine, whatever, and I thought, oh, that's what I need, I like the warmth.
Advertisement for what? For a job or just like travel?
Immigrate, or
So what?
was there a specific job that was
What
advertised?
were they advertising?
No, it's just to immigrate.
This is
for
his first
immigration.
time when he left, when he was young. Really
Oh, they're looking for people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it was all a penal colony, right?
yeah.
Originally, but when was that?
No, that's a long
No, not,
That was
not
a
the
long
end,
time
not the end, but it was,
This
the
was in,
prisoners from England would be sent.
He's not
there.
that old, Dad.
In 65,
But see,
I went
people were
over
like,
there.
yeah, they
Like
want people
100
going there.
years
Yeah.
ago.
So, but before I went, I decided, I'm going somewhere else, I have to see Austria first. So with my scooter, I don't know, somewhere I read about camping. It's about some camping gear, tent, and some blankets and stuff. And I just took off, made my plan up. The first day I drove up high in the mountains to a mountain lake. Like in Mariazell there, around like Styria. It was really high up. And
By yourself?
put my, nobody ever would do anything like
Yeah.
I would do,
Yeah.
So I put my tent up, it was a nice campground. Lake there, and I would, nobody would swim in the lake. I would go in, it was freezing cold. I mean, I wouldn't even put my foot in there, it was so cold. But, night fell, I climbed in my tent with a blanket, and I shivered all night.
Yeah, kinda like
I
John.
didn't have a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you need a sleeping bag. The blanket wasn't enough. So the next day, I decided I'm gonna go lower. So I went lower, went back to the Danube Valley and camped there, and took my way all around. I did go to Innsbruck, but I went, through Salzburg, and then I don't know if did you ever drive the Großglockner Hochhaltstraße, the Bandit? You did,
Großglockner?
The
Across-
highest road and
across the hometown into Kempten.
I don't know if I went there.
I
I
think,
drove from like Slovenia up to Vienna and then across. I didn't
that's the,
I didn't go to
that's
like
not
the
the
southwest.
I
no.
haven't done that one yet.
it's the
I
hometown,
haven't been to
that's
Großglockner.
the Großglockner is the highest mountain in
I
Austria.
don't think I've been
And
there.
there's a road that winds up, the high
It's
pass
southern Austria, southwest.
in the central south.
I don't think I went there. No.
And so I drove my up and down, and then I camped in all the lakes. Corinthia, it was beautiful. And
What did you eat? Like, how did you, did you just,
Fish.
usually I always had a piece of bread,
okay,
butter and milk.
okay, wow.
Available to
That's what I
Can
survive.
you imagine? You're camping. Now, right, from now on, your mom's gonna give
Who
you
would have
butter,
that survive?
milk, and
And
bread.
apples.
That's your camping.
You just get
Oh,
the
and
milk
apple.
from local farmers along the way.
Along, you buy it, and
Ah, I'm glad it's small, because it's more than that.
How long were you gone? Like, how long was the trip?
probably 10 days to 2 weeks. I could look it up.
Yeah, it's in a journal,
I have my
written journal.
journal. It's all in my journal.
All those German journals. Honestly, I said, well,
So after you did that, then you left.
Then after that, that year, that summer, and then I had applied, and then January I left. I remember the day it was packed early in the morning. I said goodbye to my family.
what'd your mom do?
She cried,
Oh, I know, I remember she cried when you leave. I could hear down the
but
street.
hey, you gotta make your life, So I took off, went to the train station, you know, to Vienna, then I took the, changed the station from Franz Josef to South Bahnhof, and, we went to, over Venice, in the middle of the night, we were in Venice, and then from Venice, the train went to Genoa. From Genoa, we were there was the ship, it was called the Sydney.
Genoa is like
Genoa,
over
Italy.
Cinque Terre over there, right?
Cinque Terre.
And there the ship was.
So did you make any stops on the way on the ship? Or was it straight
Oh,
to?
well, we're not there yet.
Oh.
We just arrived in Genoa.
Okay.
The ship there, you know, it was called the Sydney, it was, you know, compared to the ships now, it was a little, and, but it was, you know, it was totally interesting, this is, you know.
So was it a ship dedicated to people immigrating?
Oh, yeah, lots,
Wow,
basically,
really?
yeah, oh, yeah. Some people, they had been to Australia, they went home, like a young couple, they just visited their family, and they went back to Australia. And then there was Croatians, Slovenians, you know, that I knew on the ship. There was one Serb, but the Croatians didn't like the Serb. There's
So,
always some misgiving there.
so what was your like accommodation, like just bunk somewhere, or how was
Well,
it?
there
you
was,
get there.
you know, it's like, well, you know, they signed you obviously a room with some others, and I think that it's down in the ship. There was I think there was 3 bunk beds in there,
In your room.
Wow.
and which wasn't that bad. You don't do anything down there. During the day you're out,
Yeah.
and
Was it nice? Any rats?
no, it was a nice ship, and it's the food was, you know, I think it was good. Italian, it was all Italians.
Yeah.
The servers, the captain, it was an Italian ship. As a matter of fact, it was the same company that was
MSC?
the MSC.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, yeah.
Not a train
The
ship.
forerunner of MSC,
Yeah.
the shipping company.
So was there like was it like a cruise ship? Like it was people up above that had like more expensive cabins, and then you were the
No.
immigrants.
Well,
Was
there
it-
was
Was
a
it a
first
passenger
class.
ship
There
or
was
was it
first
just
class.
like a cargo
There was
ship with some
We went
passengers?
second class and there was a first class, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't that.
Was it a full-on passenger ship or was it a cargo ship with some
It was a passenger ship. And most people were going to Australia, either they were returning or they were immigrating.
Oh, how expensive was it?
I can,
mean,
probably
you-
200 pounds or what?
How long did it take you to save that much?
I didn't save it, they gave me the money.
Oh, they gave you the money to
They
pay
gave
for
me
it.
the money and
So
I had to pay it back.
Oh, like that, okay.
It's like every,
Yeah.
I don't know, was it every month, I had to pay so much back.
Oh, okay.
You
So
know,
they
I
get
had to-
people to move
I
there.
had to send a check back,
Oh,
which
interesting.
was okay, I mean.
Yeah.
And so from Genoa, we went down the coast, the Italian coast. We stopped in Sicily, and then we stopped. So they're basically picking up people everywhere.
Is this your first time out of the country, really?
No, this is the 3rd time.
Well, no, that was your first time to Australia.
No,
Out
out of the
of
Out
country.
of the
Or the
country.
country.
The first time after graduation, we had a graduation trip. We went to all the big car companies like Mercedes
So you went to-
Up in
you went to
Germany.
Germany.
and other kind of, you know, like engineering companies. And that was the first trip out of the country. The second one was
And that was to
after
where? To Munich or to Dusseldorf?
Stuttgart,
Stuttgart, yeah.
yeah, Munich, Stuttgart, and then on the boat we say we went Bregenz. I remember that. We were in the youth hostel there, and they all had cold water for showers. We remember that one.
Yeah.
I mean, I was used to it anyway.
Yeah, we were yes.
And then the second one was after the military, after the 9 months in the military, I was with twins, I and the twins, we decided to go to Croatia on the coast, and that was great. That was really good.
Who's your twins? Jimmy?
Hmm?
Twins.
Just some friends, twins from the military.
It's from the military.
Oh, okay.
They served with me there. And so
Oh, okay,
we
so when you went down
decided
there, met Hansi and all those on the, down in Island there?
That's the difference,
Oh,
that's
that's
when I
right.
came back.
Yeah.
But well, right now we're just like in Sicily, so the big, southern Italians up there, and then we went to Malta. I remember walking around in Malta, there was all those people walking through the streets, and the walk just with the, it's like just a once in a lifetime experience, really.
Yeah.
From Malta, we went to Piraeus, Athens, the harbor in
Oh, Athens, yeah.
Athens,
Yeah.
Piraeus. Walked around there. And then the Greeks came on. And then from then we went to Port Said in Egypt. And more people came on. There was all these Syrians that somehow got there, and Egyptians, and
So was the how, did you go through the did the
Suez Canal.
It existed already.
Suez Canal, yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not that old.
Oh, Dad's at 110.
I didn't know when that was made. I didn't know
Yeah,
that
I
was
think
years
the Suez Canal
ago.
was already
It
the.
was already there, so you the
we
Suez
went through the
Canal
Suez, yeah.
after picking up Egyptians.
So on the ship, we had a table assigned, the table assigned was a young English couple. And so I kind of gradually started learning. I mean, I had English at school for, probably 10 years. But it's not that you have English every day, we had English once a week. So you really didn't learn a lot. So it took, but I had a good basis in my grammar. And that was a big advantage compared to other people. And I probably was one of the ones that spoke the best. You believe it?
So most of people going on the boat, were they like, what, more younger people, couples?
I know.
Not the- yeah.
You had to apply to go, right? There was an application,
Oh, you had to apply.
so they would only accept people that would be good workers
Oh,
for the
yeah,
country.
but whomever you had to
Yeah.
apply,
Yeah.
whatever, and you got to accept it or not.
Did they have housing and everything set up for you?
Well, we get there. We're still in Port Said, going to the
Sorry, yeah.
Suez. And then we stopped, the next stop was in Aden.
Where's it?
It's on the south tip, is it Qatar now? I don't know what it is. Where's Aden now?
Yeah.
ADAN. And I remember there was the goats that were eating the paper on the street. So, that's what I remember. It was really poor country.
Really?
Where's it in where's
Yemen?
it?
Is it
Yemen?
Oman probably?
Yemen.
Yemen.
It's
Yemen.
Oman. It's Yemen?
Yemen.
Oh,
It's
Yemen.
Yemen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Oman is.
Yeah, it's
No,
okay,
we
you went
could-
up by Somalia and then
Oman is
No,
the,
on the other
Oman is
side,
further.
on the Arab
Oman's the other
Peninsula.
side.
That's the Strait of Hormuz, right? Got it.
No. It's
Yemen,
not.
Yemen.
It's on the Red Sea.
Right.
Yeah, it's Yemen.
It's
Yeah.
Yemen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because Oman is up on the Gulf of
Y'all went to
Oman.
Australia?
They took people on there,
Oh,
sure. And, maybe food, whatever,
yeah.
And I remember at the meals, they always served kind of watered down wine. That's what you got to drink.
Yeah. Wow.
So there's no water?
So everyone got drunk on the
Watered
boat?
down. Like,
It's
it's
like
just
watered,
max.
watered down wine.
Watered down
Sure.
wine, it's like,
Just
just
a
like in the
little-
olden days, so you don't get sick from the water.
Right, so you have wine, yeah, you drink wine.
Oh, okay, got
That's
it.
it.
And
Makes sense.
it's like this because I guess we kind of all together with all the young women and we guys, the captain invited us up in first class to the dances because the girls would go with us.
Oh, that's why all these girlfriends, got it. Oh, yeah.
So, I always went to the dances and I had a lot of fun
Oh,
dancing.
yeah. Dad, dance, that's all I can say. Everybody dances and I sit down and everyone dances together. That's it.
We're still on his
Oh, you're
boat.
going, you're on your group. Keep
So we
going.
made
You're the young.
the next, and then from there it went across the Indian Ocean. In the middle of the Indian Ocean, I think they had engine trouble.
Oh, gosh.
And a storm came in, and the ship rocked like crazy. I got seasick, everyone else got seasick, people hanging over the railings and throwing up.
Oh gosh.
That was terrible.
Like,
I would go, take a piece of bread and go down and lay down in my bunk.
So the ship, it was a slow rock or is it faster? Really slow.
It's real slow.
That's the worst.
The way
It's the worst.
because it's,
Stomach's still
you know,
here.
I guess they had to fix something.
They didn't have the balancing thing that they do now either.
It's different.
Different ways to balance the ships.
But they could fix it, so we went on. Boy, if you ask, you probably were lucky, you know.
It's probably, how big was the ship? It's not like a major cruise liner today. It's
It
like a
was a
big ship.
cute little thing.
Yeah, it's gonna get
Like-
rocked
like
no matter what.
How
100
big,
past-
like 500 or?
I wouldn't know. You probably could look it
Look
up.
it up, Sydney, yeah. Sydney.
It was little. It was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna rock if there's
Oh,
motion.
I
It's
know.
gonna rock.
I know. Everyone was sick.
I know
Everyone.
that.
Some people thought they were dying. You know,
Or wish.
there was a couple that had from Linz that had I think they had 2 kids. He was so sick, and I mean I just it's terrible. But that's the next stop was in Perth,
Oh, perfect.
in Fremantle. That's the
Yeah.
harbor to Perth. That's where we stopped. That was that's when we went through immigration, I guess. And then we sailed around the south to Melbourne.
Mm.
In Melbourne, they just packed us on trains, and we went to a place on the border of Victoria and New South Wales, and they had a kind of hamster
Wow.
where they housed us for a while, and then from there they tried to place you in
Really?
different
So that was
different
really different.
jobs.
Wow.
And
And
for
that's
me,
when you
they
went-
thought the best place for me to go would be Sydney. That would be the easiest place to get,
Oh, yeah.
like work in my field. And so then I took the train to Sydney. Oh, that's a pretty amazing journey, really. And in Sydney they had housing for us and like barracks too, like. And then after a certain time you had to find your own place.
Mm.
Then I had to, find a job. I had to look for myself. I had to call people. They gave me leads, and I had to go on the phone. And I always struggled with my English. But then I got a job in piping design, and I do the piping on the probably in an oil refinery, I assume it was.
Mm.
And then, well,
So what was like
Sydney,
the cost of housing and how much did you make
it
back
was
then?
really, I don't know, $5 a week.
What?
It was cheap,
Wow.
but I didn't make a lot either, maybe I earned $40 a week and
Yeah.
I paid $5 a week.
That's pretty good. It's only 10-15% of your salary.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saved money.
Yeah.
And obviously I didn't have the luxurious things, but the first place I stayed was I had a room with a Polish family.
Oh, so you're communal living.
No, it's like you had a
Yeah, I know.
room that you shared the kitchen and
Like, yeah.
You just rented a room in someone's house.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what I usually did.
Yeah, so you did even in Melbourne,
It
right?
was it was the best place. It was
Yeah.
inexpensive, and
That's nice. Mm.
so. And then after a year, then I decided to go to Brisbane. Went to Brisbane for a while, and back to
What year was
Sydney.
this?
In probably 67, 68. And the second time when I came back to Sydney, that's when I went to the morning.
So when were you baptized? I don't know, like,
In 67.
so I thought you were in Australia for about 4 years and you went back here and then.
And then it was, I got no, maybe it was 60,
So you arrived in what year again?
65.
What other kind of jobs did you have? Sorry.
Oh, it's all,
All
just
contract?
design, contract design, yeah, contract. Just had a contract with a contract company. You know, they hired people out to, they had big projects like oil refineries or aluminum plants. So, you know, it was all contracts, different jobs. It was really interesting, different places. I really liked it. And it's like, as
So you always lived in Melbourne? You lived in Melbourne to start?
I never lived in Melbourne.
Oh, you just,
When you came back.
That's where you arrived.
Yeah.
The first time I only lived in Sydney and in Brisbane.
Melbourne's when I moved, the second time we came back.
I came through once, and
how long were you there the first time?
about 4 years.
4 years.
And then you went back
The
for,
first time, my brother didn't live there, so, but he had a friend in Melbourne. I visited his friend in Melbourne, brother's friend. So when I took the round trips to Australia,
yeah, right.
because I eventually bought a Volkswagen, a green Volkswagen, and I took off, went up the east coast, through the centre, up to the north, to Darwin, all across to South Australia and Sydney.
Your ship was renamed to the SS Roma in 1967.
Hmm. How big was it, Simone?
I'm still looking at it, I just barely found the name of the ship.
Wow.
Oh, really? SS Roma?
Renamed from Sydney.
Because the guy who owned it was Italian or something.
Well, yeah.
Locjo?
So what did you do in your spare time? I mean, you're like working,
I worked, I went to the beach.
Like dancing, right?
That's right.
Dancing.
Do you surf? No surfing down
Oh,
there.
I guess I tried it once, I wasn't good at it. But
right?
I did track and field.
Yeah, right now.
I joined the club there, so, at least once a week I went to practice, and then on weekends we would have competition. So, went to German club, Austrian club, it's always, parties, dances.
No, yeah, that's big hangouts.
So you had good
I
food.
played soccer for a while at the German club, not too long.
Was it like a German team? All German team?
Oh,
Oh, yeah. But the one where we all went was like a big barrel. Like big barrel, we go in, and
That wasn't bad.
then in Melbourne, he's dancing on the table. He
Then
was dancing.
after I joined the church there, so it's, where was it, 69? Oh, it's 68, must have been 68
You joined the church in Australia.
in Australia.
In Sydney.
So I was baptized on the North Shore, they had a chapel there. Where I lived, there was no board, it was just a branch. And I had to drive all across Sydney to the meeting place, was above the library.
How many were in your branch?
Our goal was 40, we never got 30, so.
Now they had tables and steaks and,
Yeah, but then I played on the stake soccer team,
old church steak.
so the stake president was an English guy, he liked soccer. So we played on the soccer team. I mean, there's things you always do, and
Yeah.
I moved from different places, moved here, moved there, lived a while on the North Shore, went to the beaches there, so
Yeah.
keep yourself busy.
Yeah.
But at church, with home teaching, I was assigned with the guy that had a young family, had one child, and we would go home teaching. I mean, it's like you have no clue, you've never heard about the church,
I know that.
and suddenly you're in the church, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But I got ordained.
Yeah. That, what? That,
First, I was
a deacon? I mean, like,
a deacon, I think. I went past the sacrament,
oh, okay.
I remember that. And then I was ordained a priest in Australia.
Okay.
And then, well, I left. The branch was real sad that I was leaving.
Mm.
Branch president wrote me a big letter.
That's why I pretended to attend seventies.
Right.
You left.
Yeah, they're like, now we're gonna go back to the small branch, and that's when we went back to Australia.
That's when I went back
That's
to
when we
Australia.
got the Book of Mormon, before that, maybe, yeah.
So why'd you go back?
Why? Because I just wanted to go home and just visit, I guess.
Was it,
How long were you in
it
Australia?
was planned for just a visit, or were you going home to move?
Well, I was just going to visit in Australia, I guess. But then I got stuck for long.
Yeah,
Yeah, what happened?
and you got divorced, and, yeah,
This is like
your dad
1969.
died.
My dad died a year after I got married.
He got divorced. How old was she? This
And then
is
he got
69.
divorced.
He was only 27 and he was divorced.
Yeah, she did
This was,
How old was she when she got
Robert?
married? The first time.
This is Helmut. Helmut?
No. This is
So Robert was her third husband?
Peter Turks.
No, no.
His husband.
And so Helmut was her second husband. Was it
Robert was the second.
Robert. And then?
That's
That's
it.
it,
That's
okay,
it.
just those two.
Yeah,
Robert.
because Marcus is from Robert.
Marcus is from
Robert, the two girls are from
Alexandra and
Petra.
Petra from the first husband.
Yeah.
And so she got divorced, I was there, I helped them out. But, I had family, I visited family.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot, we have lots of family.
I would live with Aunt Hilda for a while.
Okay.
I would
Hansi's
with
mom.
Hansi and his mom. I would go.
Hilda's the one that took us to the Vienna, right? The one that she still lives there?
Hilda was his.
No.
was
Oh,
his
yeah,
sister.
well, yeah,
No,
Hilda's Hansi's sister.
That's Hansi's sister.
And then
Oh, my sister.
Aunt
and
Hilda.
And Hilda.
Their mother.
Is the
Oh,
one that
their
took us
mother was
around
so
Vienna.
fun, he had the coolest aunts.
Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, she
Hilda.
lived in the 70s
Yeah.
district.
Except
Yeah.
I met everyone.
She's the one that just took us to Vienna this last trip. Yeah?
She wasn't there. Now, Hilda is the daughter.
Who's the dog?
That's the daughter.
Oh, the other one, Josh
Is your
and I,
cousin.
I saw them all
Hilda's
within a
a
few
cousin.
years there.
Hilda's your
Her
cousin.
mother. I
Yes.
lived with her for.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
All your answers, Josh, of course.
Oh, yeah, oh,
So
yeah.
Hilda, your cousin, took us through Vienna.
Yeah, cause that's her mom, Hilda.
Okay.
Yeah, Hansi was young and he'd show us all the rock. And he lived in this little, teeny little house and he had a curtain that was a bedroom. I thought, wow, these people are poor. That's how they lived in this town.
And the
This
bathroom was
The bathroom was down the hall.
down the hall.
Oh, I just thought, what? I've never seen anything like this. It was like so
And he had
weird.
he had a good job.
He had a good job. It was like poverty. It was like, wow, people live really, other than the meal net. I was like, wow, people live pretty different. It was weird. It's like, wow. And then
Hansi
your
was
kids-
building a house out
House.
in the country.
Yeah.
I was.
That's how you grew
It
up.
was kind of tough. I wanted to go back, but I was still tired. It's
It's a lot of fun family, a lot of family.
It's hard. It was
Hunchback houses and.
it was kind of a hard decision, but for my own sake, I had to leave.
How long did you stay there?
About 5 years.
Oh, wow, that was a long time.
Yeah.
You stayed in Austria 5 years before going back.
So, and you didn't have like a home base, you just kind
Maybe
of,
it was 4 years.
and you didn't have a home base, you kind of just like
I
back
just
around.
drifted around. I worked in Vienna, I worked in Linz, I worked here, I worked there. But the place here, nothing really nice. If I wanted to stay, I would have had to buy a house. But I never did. And Australia had nice rooms.
Oh, yeah, in Australia.
Friends. Austria had
Because it was actually
Rummy
a war,
places.
it was such a war.
It was after the war, it wasn't that easy, even
I know.
in the 60s,
Yeah. So I was there in the 70s, early 70s.
But when I got back, my parents, with Otma, together, they had bought an apartment. They left the two
That's where your mom was.
and they changed, from the old house to a nice apartment.
So you go back and see something. Your dad died like the next year, right? And you were there.
You're out. It was kind of tough. And
She really relied on
Yeah, it helped out.
Really, yeah, it was good, good big program.
And there was that.
That's the first part. Part two coming up.
Mama, that's the second part.
Well,
But it was kind of, you know, it was difficult to decide where to go.
Where was Oscar this time?
Just don't touch her, guys. Don't pick her up. Don't touch her.
Otma left
No
before I
questions.
left.
Okay.
To
Over.
Australia? You barely got home and he left.
Did he do the same thing you did? Like he signed up to like apply for immigration?
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. Same thing, but he went to Melbourne because he had a friend, you know, the friend I had visited before. So he went to Melbourne. That's where he stayed. You know, that's where he still lived.
Did
He
he
went
ever
over
go
there
back?
single or with, he was married?
No, he was already married.
He's already
He had a child. Tanya was already
So Tanya was born in Australia. I thought she was born in Australia. She was born in
in
Austria.
Austria.
Ah, and then they, oh, wow, I did not know. I thought she was born in Australia.
Already. He. Well, she would. I just arrived, and then they all had children, like Eddie and Maya. They both had kids that year in late spring. I arrived in March or whatever. Because obviously, you know, I didn't. When I went back, I didn't go straight back. I did a long trip.
Oh, is it?
Just as long as going to.
So when did you do Africa? When you were there back in Europe for 4 years?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
One winter I couldn't stand it anymore. I had to do something, so I found guys that went to Africa,
Yeah.
and I joined them. That's when I flew the first time out
On a plane?
to Nairobi,
Wow.
from Munich to Nairobi.
Where'd you go after that trip?
I think we're gonna maybe pause it. We're gonna
Yeah,
continue
yeah,
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Alright.
Yeah.
another story.
yeah.
Please.
Cliffhanger.
To the next.
Nairobi.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
No,
like,
Nairobi, that must have been such an
I
interesting
did a
place.
lot of